Well, hello, and hello. Barry Phil with Laugh at, Cringe at, turn the fucking news off. Turn that shit off. Turn that shit off. Just like the fucking, that old Ice Cube song. Turn that shit off. Turn that shit off on that radio. Turn that shit off on that television. Turn that shit off on that social media. Turn that shit off and turn this on. Mike Harriet, what's going on, buddy? Here we are. Hey, we're starting on time tonight. Post Kebab, one of the fabulous mods of the Big Angry Phil chat. And no shenanigans going on in here. No monkey business. Unless it's monkeypox. None of that shit's going on here. Don't you love that bitch up there? Did she not know that she was going to turn into like the lefty meme? Anytime they don't get their way, guess whose picture comes out? No! Still, all these years later, they still do this. They still kneel on the fucking floor and whine about Trump. They have nothing else going on. No! The bitch that didn't look like me, sound like me, she didn't get it. Say what you will about righties, but I don't remember a lot of them kneeling down to the ground when Biden got elected. You know what I mean? You know, they went to the memes, they went to their podcasts, they did whatever. You didn't see a lot of this going on the right. This still goes on the left. Still. Trump's long out of office. They still, no! January 6th, no! They all they do is just tell the rest of us they have nothing else going on in their life. Nothing. Don't date me. Don't talk to me. Don't look at me. Don't even fucking bat an eyelash at these people because this is all they do. This is all they fucking got. This and getting online and getting on TikTok and whining about the usual shit they always whine about. And just echoing the fucking whatever the narrative is that week, right? Anything for the gram. Anything for the gram. Anything for the TikToks. Anything for the social fucking media clout. Anything. Anything. Imagine how much she could have gotten paid if she should have signed some kind of contract or something. Hey, listen, she could well be a government operative because anytime you see so much of one thing like this, like, you know, like David Hogg always shows up every time there's a shooting. You know he's a fucking operative. You know he's a crisis actor. Yeah, they paid that little twerp. You know I get around, Posca. Oh, yeah. But imagine the money she could have made for being this meme, right? Too bad you don't get paid for being memes because nobody knows who. I'm sure she's been identified by now. I'm sure her name has actually come up. Hey, I'm the new lady. Is that anything to be proud of? You're a fucking 50-year-old, manly-looking woman kneeling on the floor, dressed up in whatever this crazy shit is you're wearing. Hillary didn't win. I'm with her. I have all those stickers on my Prius. I'm with her. Wah! Still, 7 years later, still doing this. 7 years later. And it's finally starting to crumble. This whole narrative, this whole wah Trump. Everybody's tired of it because they're still going on with this January 6th shit. They keep putting it on prime time like anybody's going to watch this like it's going to be the next Seinfeld or something. No, nobody fucking cares. It's on every fucking channel and nobody cares. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. People are watching reruns of MASH more than they're watching that. All right, what do we agree to? Well, I will tell you. I've got a nice list of things going on here. But in their desperate attempt to scare the shit out of whoever's still listening, whoever still buys their load of fucking malarkey, as Joe Biden calls it. Samantha Bee that's on my list. I'm getting to that. It's going to be toward the end of the show. I'm not going to do a really long one tonight. That's why I didn't put the StreamYard on. I'm not going to be able to do, live interviews and shit like that because I got to get to fucking bed early and get up early. So we'll do it the old-fashioned way. I'll read your chats and we'll have a good old time. And I think the audio actually works. I've got some clips I want to play it's a bunch of fuck like it always is, right? It's going to make you all kneel to the ground like this dumb bitch. No! Could you just watch that forever and just be entertained? It's like, you dumb bitch and every dumb bitch that looks like this dumb bitch, right? Again, she is the poster child for triggered Karen, right? That and the one with the Kool-Aid red hair, the triggered lady, right? At the universities and shit. Micity check 1 2 1 2. You hear me? I got some monitor going on there, so I can't hear me, but I can see me. I got an 8 channels of audio shit flying around up here, so something's got to be going on. All right, Big Red, Big Red, whatever that dumb broad's name is. Thank you, my carrier. I'm glad it works, because sometimes it just shits the bed. You never know. Sometimes it decides to work. Sometimes, usually on the weekend especially, it doesn't work too well, because everybody's streaming something on the weekend. So, all right, well, let's get started, shall we? Remember the Murder Hornets? You know, every time they fail with trying to scare everybody with something, it disappears for a while, and then they go back to it when the main bullshit doesn't scare anybody anymore, right? The bullfuck virus, the monkeypox. Nobody gives a goddamn motherfuck about the goddamn monkeypox, but we'll dive into the monkeypox monkey business a little bit later. That's on the agenda, definitely on their agenda. But the murder hornets, boy, oh boy, have they tried. Roberto Clancy Wiggum, yes.
Yeah, Ralphie's a good kid, yeah. Help me out of the booth, boys.
Yep, Chief Wiggum, the ultimate piggy. Again, back when The Simpsons was watchable. All right, well, the Murder Hornets. You remember the Murder Hornets? Where's the one? There it is. Oh, shit! Panic fear! No! Murder Hornets, no! Remember this shit? They really tried with us, right in the middle of the bullfuck virus. They tried to hit us with this little gem called Murder Hornets, right? And they even started calling it the Asian Murder Hornets. Audio is tighter than AOC's asshole. I'm not so sure it's very tight, you know. You know those. She's a freak when she gets out of Congress. You know. Anybody who whines that much on fucking Instagram, you know she's a hoe. You know. And it certainly is by that cuck that she calls her boyfriend, where that fucking ginger is. And that's it. I think the Washington Capitals are lining up at her place. Anyway, I love that meme up there, by the way. I meant to use that last week before I went to StreamYard, when she was doing the fake protest. What happens if she eats ice cream too fast? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. That's right. You can't have a brain freeze if you ain't got no brain. The goddamn bacon is here. The other fabulous mod in the Big Info chat room. That's right. The Murder Hornets. Well, I don't think we could call it the Murder Hornets. See, we can still scare you, but we can also be a little more PC about it. And Murder Hornets get a new name, now called the Northern Giant Hornets. Notice they also left Asian out of the original title, Asian Murder Hornets. Nope, they can't even go that far now. It's just Northern Giant Hornets. This'll get them. Oh, this'll get them. Doesn't that sound more scary? Northern Giant Hornets? Again, they got together and had a meeting about this. What should we call these hornets? We need to scare them with the hornets, but Asian, that's racist, and murder. Oh, there's so much gun violence now. We can't say the word murder. Murder's a bad word. So we got to call it the Northern Giant Hornets. This will get them. There is an invasion of Northern Giant Hornets. And, people are going to wonder, wait a minute, is that the Murder Hornets? Or we got more hornets, different hornets running around? Northern Giant Hornets, yes. Anytime something's not working, they got to change the name of it. All right. Olympia, Washington. That's right. Bacon, kind of sort of in your hometown. The Hornets that were known as the Murder Hornets, or gasp, Asian Giant Hornets, now have a new name. The Washington State Department of Agriculture announced on Monday, and these are people that have way too much free time, that the Entomological Society of America has adopted Northern Giant Hornet for the species Vespa mandarinia. Jesus Christ. For its common names of insects and related organisms. Never say a word like that when you've been drinking already. Oh, scientists will set 1,000 traps for murder hornets or
Northern Giant Hornets.
There has not been an official ESA name until now. The new official common name is intended to comply with ESA's insect common name guidelines, which include avoiding naming insects using geographic regions, even if that's where they came from. Anything to remain woke and PC, anything to not offend anybody. Officials said WSDA will begin referring to the insect as the Northern Giant Hornet. That's right, the Northern Giant Hornet. Ooh, panic, fear. Jesus Christ. The invasive hornets are native to... Can we say where it's a native to? We were just told not to say it. Now we can say it. The invasive hornets are native to Asia. Shh, Asia. ASIA, that place. And were first discovered in parts of Washington State and Canada in 2019. And if you don't remember my rant about that, go back to bigangryphil.com, click on past podcast, go back to 2019, and I've railed about this many a time. Officials are continuing their efforts to eradicate them in the state. Yeah. This is now the Northern Giant Hornet, you racists. Don't you dare call it Asian Murder Hornets. That's right, we don't call it Africanized bees either. Whatever happened with those, by the way? Those are everywhere from in. All of a sudden, you don't hear a goddamn thing about them. Because they've been replaced by Northern Giant Hornets, I guess. Now, so you can't call them Asian and you can't call them murder. You know, just like, you know, don't call it Staples Center the Staples Center. It's the Crypto.com Arena. No, we still call it Staples Center. They're still going to call Heinz Field in Pittsburgh. No, not whatever the bullshit is they named it now. You could say Hornets of color. Yeah, why can't we say Hornets of color? They have a lot of colors, those Hornets. You got some orange and black and yellow going on there, you know? Does that Hornet look real, too? Doesn't it look like a prop Hornet? Are we doing WNBA team names again? Jesus, do you want to kick everybody off the stream? Do you want to make everybody leave? No, we're not. No, we're not. Nobody cares. Just mentioning the WNBA makes everybody's ratings go down, even if you don't have any to begin with. So yeah, don't you dare. I don't know how old this story is. Governor Jay Inslee, yeah, your wonderful governor of Washington State, who gives Gavin Newsom to run for his money for the biggest dope, who calls himself a governor, attends eight. Oh, look, they have the old title. Oh, triggered. Where? No. I can't get enough of this bitch. I cannot get enough of this bitch. They need to make a channel on Pluto TV with just this GIF on it. No, it's the all 24-hour no channel. It would get higher ratings than CNN would, by the way. That's right. That's why CNN hasn't hired her as a consultant, right? Would she be perfect? Wed Trump. Now, here's our senior correspondent to say Wed Trump. Wed Trump. Good. Here's a paycheck. Get the fuck out. Here comes Brian Stelter. He's gonna do exactly what you just did. Oh, please tell me about Jay Inslee, how it attends Giant Hornet Training Day. This ought be good for a collab. I gotta scroll past the picture because that you can have the audio, but the picture gets you a copyright strike. Here,
look at how to stop the Asian Giant Hornet from spreading all across the state. The governor got a look yesterday at special equipment to track hornets and destroy their nests, along with how to make a giant hornet trap people can actually just make it home. The invasive species we know posing a threat to honeybees, which are. By
the way, can you guys hear the audio this time of the telecast? I could see that on my monitor. I couldn't see it last time. If you hear it, let me know. If you don't hear it, let me know. Then I won't do it again.
Of course, vital to states' agriculture. If you want to report a hornet sighting or even learn more about what you can do at home, we've got a link to that on our website at fox13seattle.com.
Do you see any hornets anywhere? Anybody see any hornets? Good. My carry hers. Excellent. Good. Everything works tonight. I'm so happy about that. God damn. Now I'm in a good mood, except for the stupid shit that I got to cover here.
I want to get my kid tested for ADHD.
Hello.
Do I still?
I don't want to hear the ads. Good Lord. Good old network TV with their ads all over their fucking newscast. Holy shit. Excellent. You know, if that shit didn't work again, this would have been me. This fucking bitch. What is this bitch's name? Does anybody know? I know it's been revealed somewhere online. She's got to be, her name looks like it's Patricia or what else would a bitch be named like this? Debbie or Emma, right? If it's Karen, I'm going to lose it. Better not be fucking Karen. Well, yeah. There you go. Murder Hornets. Yeah, don't you dare call those things Murder Hornets. They're not fucking Murder Hornets. No, Don't you call them Murder Hornets. Those things are Northern Giant, or it cannot possibly be Karen. If that is Karen, now we know where Karen came from. It's not the bitch that called the cops on the black folks in the park. It's that chick right there. Are Asian Hornets welcome in NYC? I think the Hornets would get to NYC, see what a shithole it is, and go back. So, we ain't fucking with this place. We tried Detroit. That didn't work either. Fuck that. Nah, we good. We good. Yeah, they don't look so menacing, right? Yeah, they're cute little bastard, right? Oh, the Murder Hornet. Fuck Murder Hornet, yeah. But no. You go to jail if you call them Asian Murder. If you go to jail if you call them Murder Hornets, and if you call them Asian Murder Hornets, you get double the sentence. That's right. If you shoot somebody, it's okay. There you go. Murder Hornets. Panic fear, yeah. Yeah, let's pull this back out of the panic fear trunk, right? After, because the bullfuck virus ain't working anymore. What are we going to do with the bullfuck virus anyway? Well, speaking of the bullfuck virus not working, I was really happy to hear this story here. Let's go back to my hometown, LA, and Barbara Ferrer, who's the old bag health director, who I've been railing about for years, and finally people are starting to catch on. Even people in our city council, even our mayors are finally had enough of her nonsense. For a month, the last month and a half, this bitch is talking about, okay, that's it. July 29th, I am imposing a mask mandate, indoor mask mandate for everybody in LA County. She did this too. Because she's an old aging hippie liberal douche. All right. But look at this little bombshell. For all this whole month, we've been told the cases are on the rise. The BA5 Omicron, the cases are on the rise. Hospitals are over with the same shit over and over. Right? We've heard a million times. Well, finally, some fucking pushback. And listen, this is all horseshit, by the way. LA County considers pausing indoor mask mandate if COVID cases continue to decline. Continue to decline? Wait a second. I could have sworn last week and every day before that, they've been saying they're on the rise, they're on the rise, they're on the rise, they're on the rise. Now all of a sudden they're on the decline. That's fascinating. I wonder why that is. Could it be that Barbara Ferrer is really, really unpopular? Could it be that Barbara Ferrer is just a old feckless cunt, as Samantha Bee would say, who has abused her power long enough and everybody is tired of it? And also knowing that LA County was the only one that was talking about implementing a mask mandate. Not even San Francisco, not even San Diego, not even Marin County, not even the most lefty counties in the state, just Los Angeles. Nobody was on board. Even Gavin Newsom wasn't on board because he knows that they can't vote for her, but they can vote for them. Right? And if she imposes mask mandates, they are going down the tank. These people that loved all this shit for years now, and now are finally realizing that we've fucking had enough. And we all know that it wasn't about health, never fucking was about health. It's been political from the fucking get, and it's all been about money and to push fucking Pfizer's profit margin into the stratosphere. Everybody's always bitching about, the oil companies. Fuck that shit. What about Pfizer and the billions of fucking dollars they pulled in from the bullfuck virus? Huh? Well, I'm going to play this, and again, I'm going to scroll the picture off, but this is Phil Schumann, who's who looks and sounds like Stephen Colbert's brother, but he's been an LA reporter for fucking ever, as long as I can remember, last 30 years or so. He's been Channel 4, Channel 5, Channel everywhere. Whoever will hire him, you know, he's everywhere. And just give a listen to this.
Not going to use their people to enforce it. Today, public health...
Let me start that again. I cut off the audio in the beginning there.
Beverly Hills, where they said if the mask mandate goes into effect, they're not going to use their people to enforce it. Today...
Okay, so Beverly Hills is already saying, fuck no. You know, we've lost enough business already. Look, we know, you know, the rich snobs that live around here and the tourists are fed up with it. Nobody's going to come into our businesses, into our restaurants, into our shops. Nobody's going to come here if this old twat fucking implements these goddamn mask mandates again. Are you fucking kidding me? Speaking of angry, fuck Tato, Biden sold another 20 million barrels of our oil. What? Isn't he in COVID fucking lockdown? What is he doing? He shouldn't be doing anything. Somebody's doing it on her behalf, her behalf. Her meaning Kamala Harris, who's actually the president. Found her name. Apparently it's Jessica Starr or Luke Krywalker. Both names sound equally phony. Luke Krywalker is good. I like Luke Krywalker. Remember when we did that Daily Polska and still had energy independence? Yeah. People can't be bothered wearing a mask while getting robbed every day. Well, the people doing the robbing don't mind wearing masks. You can't identify them. They wear masks everywhere anyway. Right? We still have to do it at work. We've gone back to day one protocols in the film industry because of this bitch, because of this Ferrer threatening to implement the mask mandates. We had to go back to day one. So we're testing a lot more often. We're putting out at the lunch tables, you can only sit 2 people per table. That's a 6-foot table. So we have to get extra tables just so only 2 people could sit at it. We have 100 people. That means we need to get 50 tables for 100 people. That is ridiculous. Used to be able to sit 8 people to those tables. But because of this dumb twat threatening to implement the mask mandates again, the film industry, who also run by the same lefty lunatics that run most of these cities now, said, oh, well, we got to go back because the actors are afraid of their own shadow. We don't want to lose that account. Christ. It's so fucking ridiculous. There's nothing I hate more than wearing an N95 mask for fucking 14 hours a day. I really love that. It's great. With all that bacteria building up in there, and you're huffing and puffing and shit. It's great. Terrific. Anyway, let's get back to the story here. So Beverly Hills says, fuck you, Barbara Ferrer. What else do they say?
Public Health Director Barbara Ferrer said if cases continue to decline and hospitalizations may remain flat, that it's likely that
Oh, so again, now it's declining. Now just in the last couple of days. Now that she's been spotted at the goddamn Dodger game, at the All-Star game last week with no mask on, right in the middle of a big crowd, right? Right as she was going to threat to shut us down with mask mandates, her dumbass was sitting at the All-Star game, hooting and hollering with no fucking mask. She got caught. That's why she's backpedaling. That's why the cases seem to be going down. Almost like she's made that up. Almost like she made the whole fucking thing up. Hospitalizations are going up. Yeah. Have you driven by any hospital? Do they look fucking overcrowded? And every case, no matter if you got shot, if you got in a car wreck, if you had a heart attack, if you're in the hospital for any reason, they mark it down as a COVID case. And if you die, it's automatically a COVID case because they get fucking money. God damn it. Polska Bob, you're going to be streaming some gaming? No shit. Nice. You did a test run Saturday? How the fuck did I miss that? Fuck. Is it still up or did you take it down? I'd like to see that. What did you play? That's awesome. But yeah, again, this is just all that this Max thing is just more fucking proof that the whole fucking thing was fucking bullshit from the fucking beginning. Bullshit. And people finally, it took people long enough to realize that is bullshit. But now when the mainstream media is saying it's bullshit, I think your time is up, lady. Okay, we've had enough. We've had a fucking enough. Everybody's had enough of you.
Mask mandate for indoors won't happen. In the city of Beverly Hills, the message is clear. Going back to a mask mandate would be a mistake. If it happens, the city won't use its resources to enforce it.
COVID has changed. It's very
By the way, if you're wondering what the mayor of Beverly Hills looks like, here she is.
different than it was in 2020.
Mayor
Does that surprise anybody? And again, this is sure now she said, but you were more than happy to enforce it back the other 100 times she put it into place. But now she's like, I'm up for re-election. I better not.
Lily Bossy says after a 4-hour city
Lily Bossy is her name. Mayor Bossy. That should be Barbara Ferrer's name. Barbara Bossy. The Bossy Barbara.
council meeting last night.
Anybody that wants to wear a mask, God bless you. I'm not going to stop them. Don't make me wear a mask.
Is she wrong? That's what the attitude should have been in the first place. You want to wear a mask? If you're still a scared, timid shithead, go ahead, fucking put on a mask. Who cares? But stop, virtue signaling line. I got the COVID vaccine. The people still have that little ring in their Facebook profile, like they're so proud of that. And stop telling everybody that. Look at these dumb right-wingers. They're still bitching white about the mask. Yeah, they say it's all about control. It is all about control. It's always been all about control. Because, again, I think they have some sick fantasy about just seeing everybody walking around masked. Like they have some gimp fetish. You know what I mean? I wouldn't put it past them. They're all maniacs. They're all perverted, all these people. All right? They're into weird shit. Okay? And this is some kind of way they get off. Oh, you did Red Dead Redemption? Nice. I just started playing 2. Boy, that's going to be a long game. I don't enjoy those as much as Grand Theft Auto. I mean, I'd much rather drive fast and ride on horseback really slow. But that's just me. It's very well made, though. Anyway, let's finish up this craziness.
72 of 75 speakers opposed any new mask mandate.
72 out of 75, meaning there's 3 dummies that say, oh, please, government, why aren't you telling us to mask up more? Where's the government to tell us Barbara Ferrer to say, you must put on it? I would like to hear from those 3 people instead, actually. Those 3 idiots. Look at these people. These are the people that run Beverly Hills. Look at these, Jesus, look at this pack of slobs. This is what every city council looked like. A bunch of fat Karens, a bunch of old white people. That's pretty much what it is. Don't give me this diversity shit. It doesn't exist.
It's definitely about responsibility, personal choice.
It may remain personal choice.
It always was. It always was. It always should have been. All right, but but again, that people are so afraid they're not going to get reelected because of Barbara Ferrer's shit. That's the only reason they're backing out. Otherwise, they would have done it too. They would have done it too. Yeah, look at. Here's a guy who drives with a mask on his car,
At today's briefing for Los Angeles County's Board of Supervisors, Public Health Director Barbara Ferrer.
Here she is. Here she is.
Emphasizing the effectiveness of
Here she is. By the way, this Barbara Ferrer always does these Zoom meetings because she's too chicken. She has to act like she's too chicken shit to appear at an actual city council meeting. Meanwhile, she wasn't too chicken shit to be at the Super Bowl. She wasn't too chicken shit to be at Dodger Stadium at the All-Star game with no mask. So, but this is all for show. This horse shit here. All these. Look at this one bitch with a mask on. Everybody else is at home, out Zoom, drinking, doing drugs, and making public choices for us. That's great. Barbara Ferrer. It's not. By the way, she's not a doctor. Stop. You know what I've noticed too? They've stopped calling her Dr. Barbara Ferrer. She insisted they did that. They don't do it anymore. They don't call her doctor because everybody's calling her fake. She's a fake and a fraud, and they all are. Every one of those health directors has been gushing about mask mandates. Fauci is another one. Phony, all of them.
Masks explained why she may back off on insisting on their renewed use indoors.
Okay, well, she's going to tell you her reason why she's back. I'll tell you what it was. I'll tell you exactly why. Because she knows she got caught at the Dodger game with no mask. She knows that there's starting to finally be backlash in the local media where it should have been happening several years ago. But now there's finally some pushback. That's why. But let's hear her bullshit reason. I'm sure it has something to do. Oh, well, the cases are declining all of a sudden. Look at her with her mask on, you fucking phony. You phony fucking bitch. You fucking old bag. Kill yourself.
The rate of hospital admissions moves closer.
Please. Let Murder Hornets do it. Unleash Murder Hornets into wherever she is there.
To the threshold for medium. We will pause implementation of universal indoor masking.
Oh, isn't that amazing? They could just turn at the snap of a finger like that. Isn't that lovely? again, because she's getting pushback from people who might be voted out of office if she pushes this bullshit any fucking more. Mike Carrier, I'm a doctor, same as Elizabeth Warren is an Indian. Exactly. Yeah. You're a doctor, I'm a doctor. I had Dr. Pepper in my glass here. Does that count? Am I a doctor now? Would you like to be a doctor too, Dr. Ferrer? Yeah, no. The politicians are facing major ass whoopings if they let this Barbara Ferrer continue to run ragged. They need to boot her ass out. Boot! Literally, all of them just line up and kick her in the ass. All right? That's what they need to do. Barbara Ferrer. Nobody named Barbara should be in charge of anything.
At the Porta Villa restaurant on Cannon back in Beverly Hills.
Yeah, although none of those old yentas want to put on a mask, even though they might tell you on Facebook, yeah, these young people with their masks. They don't want to be told they don't want to be told to wear a mask, just like everybody else doesn't want to be told about it, including the goddamn waiter back there. Listen, being a waiter, being in the food service industry is a fucking pain in the ass enough job. Having to work 12, 14, 15, 16 hours a day with a mask on fucking sucks, all right? Especially if you can't take breaks very often and go outside and breathe. This is horse shit. Why do they have to wear masks and nobody else has to wear masks? That's stupid. That's fucking stupid. Enough of this shit already. Enough of this shit. If you're so scared of people around with no mask, then fucking stay home with your scared asses.
That's just what owner Peter Garland wanted to hear.
We've been well educated on the risk of COVID. We don't need more mandates to tell us.
No, because there's no way they can enforce it, and they're always threatening fines for restaurants that don't. They've closed restaurants during the middle of the bullfuck virus. Remember, like that place at Burbank, that fucking pub they closed down because the owner said, fuck this. I don't want to close my place down and make people wear masks. Screw that. Burbank said, no, well, then you got to close your shit down. No, they don't want this anymore. All right, this is ridiculous. Okay, COVID's not going anywhere. Everybody's got it, and nobody's dying from it. Move on. Bring out the Northern Giant Hornets.
What we should be doing or what we have to do.
Garland and so many others, not against masks, against mandates. If you want,
I'm against both, especially the mandates.
To wear one for your own reasons, do it. Just like
I love Phil Schumann pretending he's like eating there. Hey, I'm one of them.
77-year-old Barry Bernstein is doing.
I had COVID a few weeks ago.
Did you hear that? He said I had, and then he forgot, and then Phil Schumann said COVID. Say COVID. This is how they coach Joe Biden to say things. Joe Biden gets up there. I had the somebody yells in his ear. COVID. It's called COVID. That's what they did with this guy. This fucking phony bullshit. Shut up.
According to Los Angeles County Public Health Director.
Again, they took out the doctor. At least they finally did something right. Barbara Ferrer, deaths and hospitalizations related to COVID have been slowing down. That's funny because last week before the All-Star game, she said they were on a rapid increase that we haven't seen in a long time since the Delta variant. Remember? They all said that. And they all finally realized, you know what? So many people have had enough of this shit. Even the people that used to push the mask mandates have had enough of it. All right? You can only push people so fucking far until they snap. And also they realize they might lose their jobs because of the actions of this one dumb bitch. Okay?
We may be positioned to pause the
You fake, stupid. Gosh, shut your ass up. But the Board of Supervisors, again, most of them are a bunch of people like Barbara Ferrer. A lot of old fat ladies who have no business being in government love what she's doing because they would do the same damn thing.
If the hospital admission rate of the new COVID patients falls by Thursday near the rate of 10 per 100,000, 10 of 100,000 isn't shit. Isn't shit. Even if it was even that much, and it isn't. It would trigger a reassessment on the need to re-implement an indoor mask mandate. As of Thursday, the rate was 11.7. Well, there's two Illuminati numbers stuck into one fucking into one rate. Oh, that's funny. Wasn't it up to 19 just a couple of days ago? Again, before she got caught at the baseball game. Phonies.
Phonies, phonies, fucking phonies. Supervisor Barger is saying she will not support a reimposition. Again, her job is on the line. She did support it before. I am happy to say that Pasadena, the great city of Pasadena where I reside, also said that they will, and Long Beach had said they will not enforce the mask mandates. Although they have said that before, Pasadena here especially. And usually whatever LA does, Pasadena does about a week later. But I think even they've had enough, because I think enough business owners have gotten together and say, hey, listen, if you pull the plug, we're going to move the fuck out of the state. All right? You're killing us. You've already killed us enough already with the high taxes and the rest of the bullfuck virus. If this crazy broad, this old hag reinstates these mandates, we're out of here. We're out of here. You can't even close us down fast enough. We will pack up and move to another state where they say, hey, welcome to prosperity. All right? AOC and Omar with that fake arrest. Yeah. I know. I showed that last week. Did they call that guy Peter Garlic? I think they did. Phil Schumann is not known for his journalistic integrity, but again, are any of them at this point? They're all hacks. Nobody watches network TV news. I mean, it's a joke. It's a fucking joke. They might as well just do it naked. I mean, nobody would even notice if Phil Schumann just whipped out his schlong in the next report. Nobody would even notice. All right. Did they call out her daughter? They did. The media again, but as soon as they called that out, the daughter writing the bullshit article, they said that's a conspiracy theory. That's from a right-wing conservative website. So of course, as soon as they come right out and say that, it's probably fucking true, and it is. Yeah, that's all. That's the other thing she got caught. That caught her. Those are the two reasons why she's backing down, not because of hospitalizations or anything. That's all horseshit in the first place. Only reason she's backed down is she got caught at the ball game, and her daughter found out she was the one that was kind of dictating the policy and getting paid to do it. Say what they will about the Illuminati chain 7-Eleven. They have a surprisingly solid pizza ready to go. Really? The 7-Eleven pizza is good? I see it fucking sitting in that case, man. It looks like it's been there for about 5 years. It looks like some pizza rat wouldn't even drag down into the sewer. They're not conspiracy theories. They're spoiler warnings. You know that and I know that, but shh. But we're all kooks. I know. I'll believe me. I do enjoy 7-Eleven's coffee. I do go there at Big Gulp. If I'm fucking dying of thirst, I get a big ass Dr. Pepper or a headache, and that cures it right away. Yeah, 7-Eleven has its uses as long as it's not getting robbed at the time you're going in there. That does happen quite a bit. Well, moving on, shall we? Let's go on to some more bullfuck. They're really trying with this one, aren't they? They can't stand the fact that the bullfuck virus isn't working anymore, and they really don't like that people aren't taking this shit seriously. The monkeypox. Everybody do it. Wouldn't that be a great joke, at the next city council meeting? Every time they bring up, well, are we going to get monkeypox vaccines? Everybody should just go, oh shit, it's too late here. We can't stop it here. This is from CNBC, so, anything with NBC attached to it, it's lefty liberal horse shit. But anyway, let's laugh at it, shall we? Monkeypox is a global health emergency. That's right. The WHO, the World Health Organization, has officially declared monkeypox as a global health emergency. Because, 2,000 gay guys have it. Haven't we heard this story before? It sounds very familiar to a story I heard in the 80s, about 1981 or 2 or so. Something called AIDS. Doesn't this sound almost exactly the same fucking script? They just took AIDS off and put monkeypox in its place. Because it's turned out, and even the CDC has admitted, it's the majority, the vast majority of the victims are gay men having sex with other men. But it's a global health emergency. Kids have it. Wear a mask. Wear a mask on your ass now, right? Where else do we need to wear masks now to curtail this, right? What are they going to try to? They're really trying. They're
their heads. Speaking of things being up their ass, their heads are all up their asses, and they will not let these ridiculous globalist plans fall by the wayside. That's why they're bringing back the murder hornets. That's why they're bringing this shit back. Nobody's buying it. Nobody's buying it. Just stop. Just stop, Bill Gates. Just stop, George Soros. Just stop, fucking Klaus Schwab. Just stop. Get out of our lives. Just count your fucking money, for Christ's sakes. You and those ugly wives you seem to all have. Just, Jesus Christ, leave us alone, you fucking globalist pieces of shit. Flying everywhere in your private jets and then bitching about climate change. Stop it. Stop it. Nobody's buying this shit except dumb, brainwashed fucking morons. And, please. The rest of us get it. The rest of us fucking get it. I'm going to say shenanigans. These are shenanigans. First, these are 100% monkey shenanigans. All right? Absolute shenanigans. But here's what you need to know. Panic, fear, panic, fear, panic, fear, panic, fear. By Annika Kim Constantino. Not at all a liberal hack. Let's find out here. What do we got? You know what? Should I get a drink before I do this monkeypox story? I think I'm going to need a drink. All right, I'll tell you what. Let me pot up the background music. This is a little beat that I threw together a long time ago for an outro in a podcast. So I just use it to play in the middle of these. I'm gonna get a drink and then we'll all talk about the monkeypox and have a good laugh. Okay. And Polska Bob, give me a couple of WNBA teams while you're at it, and I'll be right back. Take 5. Alrighty-tighty, shall we move on here? Rumor has it the WNBA is allowing the team here to the Seattle Snail Trails. What? That's a great name. Shit, how did we not think of that one last time? Oh, fuck. No, that was not a real thing. Alright. Monkey fuck. Here we go. Cheers. Whew, that's a strong drink. You need that motherfucker. The monkeypox outbreak. That's an outbreak now, guys. Panic, fear, panic. Fuck, I can't hit the button. Panic, fear, panic, fear. I need to update this. I need to update the driver on the audio here. Panic, fear box back in there. The monkeypox outbreak is officially a global health emergency. No! I know I'm scared shitless. How about you? I'm so scared. I'm gonna hide under my bed so the bullfuck virus doesn't get me, the hornets don't get me, and the monkeypox don't get me. I'm gonna stay under there. Oh, you know what? I can't take under my bed because the bottom mattress is on the floor. That's right. That's how I live. It's high. The goddamn thing is high enough as if I put a frame under, I'll have to jump up to the bed. Fuck that shit. Well, that way I can't lose anything under it. Don't judge me. On Saturday, the World Health Organization, the biggest. Oops. Oh, all right, the music is. I forgot the music was still up that high. I'm stupid. All right, okay. Let's do this right here. On Saturday, the World Health Organization sounded its highest level of alarm for the virus. What does that alarm sound like? The monkey virus alarm? Anybody thought? Ooh, 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 ooh. Did they all do that? Monkeypox is the highest level alarm. Ooh, 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 ooh. Oh, Donkey Kong motherfuckers, right? You know what that means, right? We're going to have to play another Donkey Kong game next time. I've got one more I haven't done yet. It's Donkey Kong Returns on the Wii.
That was the one before Tropical Freeze and after Donkey Kong 3. 14 years later after Donkey Kong 3. All right. Labeling it as a public health emergency of international concern, panic, fear. No! You're going to be seeing that a lot. 75 countries all of a sudden, and territories, I don't know, there's so much gay sex going on, reported more than 16,000 monkeypox cases out of 8 billion people. Yeah, I think we're okay. Which is roughly 5 times the number reported to the WHO in June. Here we go, more lockdowns, because, some of these dudes can't cut out the butt sex. Ooh. The Biden administration is weighing a similar declaration for the U.S. Oh, for love of fuck, yeah. Do it. Please do it. Please guarantee that you bitches will all be booted the fuck out of here. Please, yeah, more of this. This is what we're waiting for. More horseshit lockdowns and vax mandates for something even less people have. With more than 2,500 monkeypox cases reported, not confirmed, across 44 states, Washington, D.C., and Puerto Rico. 2,500 out of 350 million. Anybody want to divide that and come up with a number there? Still, there's plenty of confusion about the virus, especially with its rapid spread. Who's at risk? You notice NBC will not at all talk about that it's mostly gay men. Even the CDC has admitted, but they still got to tiptoe around it and not even step anywhere near it. I guarantee nowhere in this article it's got to talk about anything about gay men. Look at this shit. Look at this panic fear thing. Look how they write these articles. Who's at risk? How worried should you be? Panic fear, panic fear. Are you guys worried? Are you guys worried about the monkeypox? No, because none of you fucking fuck each other in the ass. Are they going to play against the Portland Patreons? That sounds a little too classy. I don't know. I guess the Portland pussies would be a little too direct. Since the 1930s, they've been vaccinated against influenza, still the leading cause of death annually over the last 90 years. What makes you think they got it right with the bullfuck vaccines, though? Well, they got it right if they wanted to kill people and deny it. That they did get right. But listen, look at this. Don't you love how the absolute lefty fucking publications, look how they word everything. Who's at risk? We know who's at risk. Gay men. How worried should you be? Not if you don't engage in the butt sex. What can you do to protect yourself? Panic fear, especially with many people still reeling from the COVID-19 pandemic. Panic fear, 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 panic fear. Suck my dick. Don't suck my dick. Spread monkeypox. What are monkeypox's symptoms? The virus itself isn't new. Yeah, I remember hearing about this a long time ago, and it went very quickly away like Ebola and all the other things they threatened us with. It is historically spread at low levels in parts of West and Central Africa. Oh, can you even say that now? We can't call it Africa. We have to call it the continent of color. The current outbreak is so unusual because monkeypox typically isn't found in Europe and North America at all. Yeah, well, neither were all the immigrants that got sent here, but there you go. Add 2 and 2. Infections typically last 2 to 4 weeks, but panic fear, and often begin with symptoms similar to the flu. Heard that story before, including a fever, muscle aches, headaches, chills, exhaustion, and swollen lymph nodes and sores on your cock. Oh, wait, it doesn't say that. They left something really important out of the story. Symptoms could progress to a rash with raised red bumps. Now we're talking. Which then turns into pus-filled blisters before eventually dying out and falling off. But we have to shut the world down again, of course. Symptoms could progress to a rash with raised bumps on the skin. Oh, I already did that. The rash could develop all over your body, including on your face, hands, feet, genitals, and inside the mouth. Well, why do you suppose this is? Genitals and inside the mouth. What could be going on there? I don't know, George. It's a mystery to me. We better just call it a global outbreak and shut the world down because certain men are getting sores on their genitals and inside the mouth, but we can't figure out why. Jesus fucking Christ! But they're so afraid of offending anybody, they have to dance around it and never say what's really fucking going on, even though a lot of other people have already said what's really going on, including, very reluctantly, the CDC. The severity of those symptoms can differ between individuals, says Dr. Cindy Prinz, an epidemiologist at the University of Florida. At Florida, a bunch of redneck, right-wing, blah, 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 blah. What do they know about anything? Ron DeSantis is a fascist. That was Gavin neutered. We went to Florida to try to persuade people to move back to California, and they all told him to go fuck himself. Especially DeSantis. He told him to go fuck himself. She says some infected people may develop a widespread rash while others may not get one at all. But again, shut the world down because, certain people can't stop butt fucking. Monkeypox isn't particularly a lethal virus, but it can be. Panic fear. Only 5 deaths have been reported worldwide so far. But again, shut the fucking world down and call it a global. That is not a global pandemic. 5 people died on the 101 freeway this morning. 5 people died worldwide. Gives a fuck. Who gives a fuck? What are we doing? Again, if you're so scared of this shit, then hide under your goddamn bed, cover yourself with the couch cushions and just stay there for the rest of your lives. Don't ever go out of your house. Just leave the rest of us alone, for Christ's sakes. We're not all timid little pussies like you, okay? "99% of people infected can expect to survive." Again, where have I heard that before? Getting infected can be a very painful experience, especially depending on where in the body you develop lesions, where you put your penis. It continues. How do I know if I'm at risk of monkeypox? I'm starting to see bisexual gay men down here. We'll get to that in a second. Monkeypox predominantly spreads through prolonged skin-to-skin contact. Okay, that's right. We're gonna put the rubber gloves back on and the hazmat suits that people were wearing at the beginning of the bullfuck virus. Remember that? You ever see people with fucking raid jackets on and slickers and shit and going into the grocery store with that on and face shields? Remember that nonsense? People are still doing that too. It's like, Jesus Christ. How are you so scared to go outside? God damn it. It's scary that how easily brainwashed people are. That's what the scary part of all of this is. It's how fucking easily people bought it. It can also spread through bodily fluids, contaminated bed sheets, clothing, and other. Again, what do you think is leading to these conditions, huh? It's not just putting your kids to bed. It's not getting bed bugs, all right? Technically, the virus can also transmit through respiratory droplets. Where have we heard that before? From coughing, sneezing, or talking. That's right. Put on a mask to keep getting from the monkey bullfuck, the monkeyfuck virus. Put on 2 masks, then you won't get the monkeyfuck virus and you won't get the bullfuck virus. That means it's not considered a sexually transmitted disease, even though that's the main reason people have it. But around 90... Look at this shit. It's not considered a sexually transmitted disease, but around 99% of cases in the U.S. are linked to male-to-male sexual contact, according to the WHO. But again, so they don't offend the gay population, the LGBTQ, blah, 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 blah. They will not come out and just say, it's guys fucking other guys. That's all it is. They are at risk. The rest of us are not. That's all that needs to be said. But we're so afraid. Here we go. We're going to read why. They're not the same reason they're not calling it murder hornets. It's the same way we're not alluding to the fact that it's a bunch of gay guys getting this shit. The organization noted that most of reported cases are in men, often those who identify as gay. But they don't identify as gay. They are gay, bisexual, and other men who have sex with men. Transgender people and sex workers may also be at some risk. you're primarily at risk if you have sex with multiple or anonymous partners. A faculty member says Beth Thielen, a faculty member at University of Minnesota Medical School's Division of Pediatric Infectious Disease. So she's in children's medicine, but she's telling us about gay sex. Anything wrong with that picture? Here we go. Here we go. Here's the meat of it here. She warns against stigmatizing gay and bisexual men. Well, if that's who's getting it, no, bitch. Look, if the WHO is saying outright that 99% of cases are gay and bisexual men, don't be talking about that anyone, women and children included, can contract monkeypox. Don't even give me that shit. But they have come out and said that 2 kids in this country now have the monkeypox. Why do you think that is? Because one of their 3 gay dads came home and touched them after a night out. I want people who maybe aren't engaged in those risk activities to know that they can still get it. No, bullshit. Don't be fucking doing this. Don't be doing this. Don't be tiptoeing around it and acting like, well, everybody can get it because even though the majority, the absolute majority are gay men, anybody can get. Don't give me this shit. Don't you even give me this shit, you fucking nutcase. You are a nutcase, and you should be stripped of your fucking medical license. They are so afraid to disrupt the narrative. They are so afraid to offend the LGBTQ community that they have the nerve to come out and say this fucking load of horse shit right here. I want people who maybe aren't engaged, no, definitely not engaged in those activities. Don't know they could get. No, my friends, you ain't getting it. I'm not getting it. You know why? Because we ain't doing that shit. But we should all be afraid. We should all be afraid because we don't want to stigmatize the LGBTQ community. It's time to fucking face goddamn reality, okay? If there's a certain group of people, that are engaged in that activity, and that same group of people are the majority of the cases of the fucking monkey fuck virus, then come out and say it. Yes, I realize I said come out, okay? Chad is here. Welcome. My 3 gay dads. Yeah, they've done that show quite a few times. They've had My 2 Dads. Even before that, if you want to go further, that had My 3 Sons, but you know that was a little more innocent. Now they'd have My 2.5 Dads and my 1.5 non-binary genderqueer mom dad. On Disney Plus. Where else? Right after The Mandalorian. All right. Jesus Christ. Yeah. So I learned very quickly not to trust any broad with a face shield. Yeah, because they're a lunatic. I mean, chicks are crazy enough. I mean, but if you see one who's just scared of their own shadow and afraid to be outside, monkeypox is new. Yeah, monkeypox is absolutely new. You know why? Because they figure a lot of Gen Z and millennials, they don't know AIDS. They weren't born when AIDS was around or AIDS was prevalent, and AIDS was featured in the news a lot. So they figured they just repackage AIDS, much like they repackaged the murder hornets, into a new thing, a new old thing to try to scare people with, and it's failing miserably. All right, people are laughing at this shit. Okay. When even the CDC and the WHO have to come out and admit that 99%, is probably more than that, of these cases are gay and bisexual men and transgenders, people, men fucking other men, basically. Things with penises fucking other things with penises, usually rectally. That is where the majority of the cases are. But they have to tiptoe around this, and these so-called doctors have to come out and say, well, don't you just think that just because it's the majority is the gay men's that you're not going to get it too, women and children's. These people need to be fired. These people need to be stripped of their licenses. These people that pretend to be doctors, like Dr. Barbara Ferrer and Dr. Fauci, they need to be stripped of whatever credentials they've got, which are probably zero, and thrown the fuck out of here. Go to jail where you belong. Right? And maybe you have to pay restitution for all the businesses you destroyed, well, all the fucking mask mandates you put into place and are trying to do again. And I can't wait to see, and again, since it's now officially declared a world health emergency, what are they up to? What is the next move? What are they going to start making people do? Right? Are we going to have to give them a stool sample? I mean, what is it going to come to? You know they're working on it. You know, the bullfuck virus has fizzled out and everybody's tired of it. Everybody's tired of the lockdowns and the restrictions and the masks and everything else. And they are now doubling, tripling, quadrupling down on the monkeyfuck virus, all right? Even though even they, the government higher-ups, they even have to admit its majority is gay men. And even you can't even say the majority of the gay population it has the monkey, but it's the majority of the cases happen to be gay men, okay? Don't say stool. I know. I'm just saying I wouldn't put it past them if they start trying to collect stool samples from you and I, just so don't stigmatize the LGBT community. Well, that's enough of the monkeyfuck virus. Now, speaking of offending the LGBTQ community, who is more of a pro at that than Mr. Dave Chappelle? Oh, that's right. He's in the news again. This Jesus Christ. You know, with all this fucking chatter about Black Lives Matter and, you know, people being racially profiled, who the fuck has profiled Dave Chappelle more than this mainstream media? Holy Jesus Christ. This guy can't even do his goddamn job without some group of fuckheads. Where? Here she goes again. There she goes. Dave Chappelle is performing in my city. No! She's in Santa Rosa now. She's in Santa Rosa because Dave Chappelle is about to have is doing a sold out show there. Well, sold out. It's sold out. People want to see it. Just because a few freaks can't handle the couple of trans jokes he's done in the past. And by the way, where were you when he told his very heartwarming story about his trans comic friend that killed herself because of social media craziness directed at her? Where are they for that story? But all they catch are the two jokes that he's told in his whole act. It's so fucking stupid. And the more you fucking people bitch and whine about Chappelle appearing somewhere, the more people want to show up to his shows. You fucking dummies. Every fucking time, you know what I mean? But the media is, again, they have to keep this conflict going because panic, fear, and they love conflict and they love dividing people. And this is just so stupid. You know, people want to see a funny comedian telling jokes. That's what they want to see. They don't, five women who are named Bob. We don't want to hear what you have to say. Just shut up. All right. You're not heroes. You're not the spokespeople for the LGBT community. Most of them want you to shut the hell up, as do the rest of us. All right. But let's go to ABC 7 in San Francisco, and let's see the latest. Let's see what the latest Chappelle controversy is. And I'm sure it's just as dumb as all the rest of it has been.
Popular and controversial comedian Dave Chappelle is coming to Santa Rosa's Lutheran.
How is he controversial? All right. Again, because George Carlin was, hasn't every comedian that's told jokes that people don't like been considered controversial? Lenny Bruce was controversial. Richard Pryor was controversial. George Carlin was controversial. Many of them have been arrested for doing their job. Are we going to go back to that now? Are we going to go back to arresting comedians for doing jokes that certain people don't like? Again, more proof that the left has turned right exactly into the right. The same right that they used to complain about that would want to ban everything and burn books and censor everything. That's the left has turned into exactly that. All right? It's not the same left-right anymore. They've done a complete 180, the two of them. Christ's sakes.
Luther Burbank Center for the Arts. His 4 shows this week sold out within hours.
I would say that my organization.
This is who's complaining right here. Stop it, okay? You wonder why you're not taken seriously? For Christ's sakes, cut this out. Cut this shit out, okay? What is this? This is funny on too many levels here. All right. First of all, are you now a woman? Are you now a man? Either way, you're a Huey, no matter what you are. Jesus Christ. Okay, Mrs. Garrison, what do you have to say? Please tell me. Please tell me, why should we kick Dave Chappelle out of Santa Rosa?
At my organization, we're very upset.
Jennifer. Okay, that's Jennifer, everybody. Hi, Jennifer. How you doing? Stop it. Stop this fucking lunacy, okay? You nutcases, okay? I mean, do you not see that you're attracting negative attention to yourself and more positive attention to Dave Chappelle? You're doing exactly the opposite of what you want to do, you stupid. Jesus Christ, get on a treadmill and shut it.
We're actually appalled by it.
Surprised she doesn't have a mask on.
Jennifer Ryle from Trans Life Sonoma County is
Trans Life Sonoma County. I'm sure that's a huge organization, right? No, that's just her.
demanding Chappelle's shows be canceled.
Yeah, they're sold out, stupid. They're not going to be canceled. You're going to be canceled. Cancel that Dave Chappelle, that awful black man. How dare he? Brr, brr. I'm not left or right. I identify as non-directionary. That's actually good. I'm with you on that one.
Because of the comedian's past jokes about the transgender community.
Again, he made two jokes, and he told like a 10-minute, very heartwarming story about his relationship with a trans lady who used to come to his shows and used to be hoot and holler and laugh her ass off, and became friends with Chappelle. She tried to be a comedian, and she killed herself because people were giving her shit online for being friends with Chappelle. Why don't they ever come out about that? They never fucking do. It's always the two fucking jokes that he's told. Again, you think that woman has ever been to a Chappelle show or has even seen one? No. She's just on the outrage train, just trying to make a name for him itself.
Community.
Espousing the transphobia that he does.
It's not transphobia, stupid. It's called jokes. Jokes. Like fat jokes, like the ones we tell about you. So fat she jumped in the air and got stuck.
Really,
so fat she wore high heels and struck oil.
Really, it normalizes transphobia.
No, your voice and the fact you look like that normalizes. It normalizes the jokes made about you. It's not transphobia. Jokes are not phobia, okay? They're called jokes. What do you think I'm offended? He makes all the white jokes that he makes? No, they're funny. I get what he's saying.
I am not saying that to say that trans women aren't women. I am just saying that those...
The issue is important for...
They couldn't even play the rest of the joke. Fucking pussies. I wouldn't sit that too close. Hey, what you doing after the interview, huh? Which one is the tranny, by the way? I can't even tell. This is the reporter here? Jesus Christ almighty.
LGBTQ plus advocates because of the potential for discrimination and
the potential. Look, there's a potential for me getting shot as soon as I leave the house, okay? Stop it. All right? Again, just hide under your bed if you can fit under there. If you're so afraid of the outside world, you're so afraid of jokes, just cover your ears and watch The View the rest of your life, okay? Jesus Christ, leave the rest of us alone.
Violence against trans.
The fact that news has to run out and find people like this to cause this controversy. This is one weirdo against 20,000 people that actually want to see the show. Oh, who wins here? Who wins here? Dave Chappelle. That's who wins.
Trans people. An online petition to keep Chappelle from performing here is growing in numbers.
Yeah, 10 people. And she's 5 out of the 10, literally.
We want the LBC, or the Luther Burbank Performing Arts Center, to support their local community.
They are. You know what they're doing? They're letting people come in to see a comedian they want to see. That's how they're supporting the community. Did these people not know how things work? I'm not getting my way. I wonder why. Let me double down on the stupid then.
By booking him is a slap in the face to our community.
It's going to take a lot of slaps to make your face red, you fatso.
I think the really important thing to remember...
Stop it. Please stop this, okay? You're killing me. You're fucking killing me. You got pubes on your face. Another one with pubes on their face. Stop it. They go out of their way to find these wackos who you know, again, they can't just be trans and be. Aren't you happy being trans? Okay, look, you became a man, I guess. Or should you just be happy with that? No, you have to do all this nonsense there. Yeah, Dave Chappelle. But I thought you loved black people. What happened to that narrative? Boy, did that go out the window quickly, didn't it?
Remember is that free speech does not mean freedom from consequences.
The Luther Burbank Center says life.
Consequence? What are you talking about? Consequence? What are you threatening with violence? And by the way, they've done that. Remember that guy that the fucking nutcase of the Hollywood Bowl that fucking jumped the stage and shit? Remember that fucking guy? Paid to get in there and then rushed the stage.
Nation has rented its theater for Chappelle's shows.
This is like the same shit when colleges have people like Ben Shapiro come down there with some right-wing talking points and shit, and all the lefties, not even knowing what he's going to say, they do this. This is everything. Just add a beer to this, and then you got this. Then you got this guy here.
In a statement, the center says the LBC has been a gathering place for over 40 years, working with the community.
Why don't they just say, hey, you weirdos, shut the fuck up. We got 20,000 people want to see this show. We don't give a fuck what you two nutcases have to say. Go fuck yourselves. And go on a diet, for Christ's sake.
Community and a number of presenters to provide a place for diverse voices to be heard.
Yeah. Diversity. I thought you wanted diversity. Well, we got some diversity, and you still don't like it.
We always appreciate...
Who do you want to have up there? A fucking... There's some trans comic they keep promoting on Facebook, and I already can't remember its name. But it's just unfunny as all God.
Appreciate feedback from our community, and we have shared the collective concerns we've received with Live Nation.
Yeah, and they laughed at it just like we did.
In addition, we have been inviting those who have expressed their thoughts to meet and keep the conversation going. So we are.
Oh, God! Can't anybody just put out a press release and say, "Hey, shut the fuck up"? STFU.
We're able to find.
Thank you, the management.
Ways to better support and elevate the voices of our entire community. Chappelle's show in Minneapolis was canceled and relocated to another venue.
What? Are you fucking kidding me? They canceled the Minneapolis show because of this shit? God. Where's Ilhan Omar? Hello? A fellow Muslim woman couldn't keep that alive? Tells you how much of a phony she is.
Venue last week in response to protests.
Oh my God. Fucking pussies. Fucking pussies. 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 So sick of fucking pussies. Don't fucking go see the show. Again, there's a lot more people that want to see it than those who don't. Why do we have to cater to the ones that don't? You fucking pussies. They should have let Minneapolis burn to the ground when those motherfuckers were lighting it on fire a couple years ago. They shouldn't have even put the fire out. You deserve everything you get, you fucking moron city.
Local comedian Juan Carlos Arenas says he supports Chappelle.
Well, yeah, because he's a comedian and he gets it, okay? Not one of these woke comedians either. You shouldn't even woke and comedian don't even belong together. I'm so tired of this stupid fucking bullshit. Really, if Chappelle just should come out to his Santa Rosa and say, "Hey, that fat dude that tried to have me canceled, fuck you. Here I am. Where are you? Except stuffing Big Macs into your fat face."
I don't think that it has been since Richard Pryor that we have somebody like Dave Chappelle that has been so free to speak their mind about any subject.
Yeah, we had Chris Rock for a while, but they got married and he turned into a bitch.
And is not afraid of what backlash.
Bill Burr, same thing.
He might get.
But the trans community isn't backing down.
Yeah, because they have nothing. This is not. Look, you know what? This is not the trans community. This is one fat man woman. Okay, this is not the trans community. The majority of the trans community, who you're never going to interview, is telling her to shut up and mind your own goddamn business. Maybe find a bicycle and ride on it.
Sonoma County, Cornell Bernard, ABC.
Oh, Christ, shut your ass up. Christ, fucking Christ, fucking Christ. So fucking tired of this fucking bullshit. Online petitions, I wipe my butt with those. Yeah, the paper cuts kind of hurt, but yes, exactly. Your words hurt my feelings. Your feelings hurt my words. Get Lenny a fucking puppy and shut him up already. He might eat it. I don't know. Sold out crowd. Yeah, except the same two butt wipes have to fucking. And the news just goes out of their way to find these people. Again, the news media loves this controversy. They can't let go of it. All right. Again, these two people are not the LGBT community. LGBT community just wants to be left alone like everybody fucking else. They don't want to be lumped in with the LGBT community. People have been gay. People have been bisexual, gay, transgender for a long time, but without having the need to come out and have parades and be recognized as heroes. The media did all this shit. Okay? Exactly. The majority of people hate all these loudmouths that think they have to speak on their behalf. They hate this shit. Again, where are they when where they never mentioned the part in Chappelle's act where he mentions his trans comic friend that killed herself because of all the backlash from wackos like that. You can't make these people happy. The no chick right there and everybody like her. You cannot ever make people like that happy. So why try? Why try? I say the more you piss them off, the better you're doing. Okay? And Chappelle is becoming a very rich man pissing those people off. And I say good for him. All right? Minneapolis. Go fuck yourself, Minneapolis. All your sports teams suck. And and Marc-Andre Fleury, you're a fool for re-signing with the Minnesota Wild. You're not going to make it there. Okay? Yeah. Quit catering to those people. The loudmouths on Twitter are not the majority of people. The people, the couple of butt monkeys, they go out in the news van and interview that whining about Dave Chappelle. That is not the majority. All right, those are two butthurt butt monkeys, and we need to just tell them to go fuck themselves. All right. You're just trying to make a name for yourself. Look, hey, you got TV time. Good for you. Nobody saw it because it's on network television. Okay. Well. Speaking of comedians and unfunny ones at that, and I don't know if you can even call this chick a comedian, but this one just broke my heart right here. Let me get that more in the frame there. There we go. Why don't we end on this lovely story here? Why TBS canceled Full Frontal with Samantha Bee. Here's a why for you. Why was that show on for so long? Holy shit. I mean, Conan O'Brien left before this chick left. All right. I got to tell you something. All right? I used to like the old Daily Show with Jon Stewart because at least it wasn't so leaning one direction, or they made fun of both sides. Okay. And I even liked all the correspondents, including at the time Samantha Bee and including at the time Stephen Colbert, and I even like Stephen Colbert's spin-off show, The Colbert Report. I liked that show. I thought it was very well done. But that's before everything got ultra left and turned into this kind of shit here. And then Colbert does his show on CBS, and you got the Jimmy Kimmel show, and they all do the same fucking boring material over and over. TBS finally pulled the plug on Full Frontal with Samantha Bee. I know I'm heartbroken. This was me as soon as I heard that news. No! I could only imagine if this chick or anybody did the no after seeing that Samantha Bee was canceled. Anybody sad about that? Yeah, Chappelle is selling out shows worldwide, and this chick got the boot. The decision to cancel Full Frontal with Samantha Bee was said to be not difficult at all, business-based. Well, yeah, that's usually why shit is canceled, because it gets low ratings, okay? When you do the same boring woke material that everybody's already doing, you're not going to make it anymore. People are tired of it, okay? They've canceled much better shows when the ratings start going down. Yours sucked from the beginning. And again, TBS. Who watches TBS? Does anybody watch TBS or TNT or basic cable of any fucking kind anymore? No. Nope. Where you still have to censor language. Oh, they allowed shit on there. Well, great. Lovely. It's because South Park did it first. And they still have, millions of commercials. Forget it. Forget it. In the statement shared by Variety, The network said, as we continue, here's the usual network suit nonsense here. As we continue to shape our new programming strategy, we've made some difficult business. That wouldn't be difficult for me to say, Samantha Bee, why is that bitch still on TV? Boop, see ya. Wouldn't want to be ya. We are proud to have been the home to Full Frontal with Samantha Bee. Yeah, because we didn't have Conan O'Brien anymore. Nobody watched that at the end of it either. We celebrate this extraordinarily talented cat. I'm sure they were giggling as I wrote this down. And crew, and I look forward to exploring new opportunities to work with them in the future. Yeah, that means we ain't seeing your ass again around here ever. Sharing its own statement about the cancellation with fans on Twitter. I'm so glad I don't have Twitter anymore. The show said, after 7 seasons, Full Frontal with Samantha Bee will not be returning to TBS this fall. No! Said nobody ever. Oh, bring back Arsenio Hall. He's made some appearances here and there. As a matter of fact, there was one episode. There was an episode of the Chappelle show he made a cameo on. I don't know if you remember it. Chappelle was having a dream sequence or something, and Arsenio Hall was in it. He said, "Hey man, this is some good ass cheese." I think that was the last time I saw Arsenio Hall anywhere. I'm sure he does a podcast or something like that. I watch Full Frontal over Kimmel any day. Jesus Christ, really? You'd want to pick between the two of those? Just turn the TV off. Good Lord, I'd rather poke both my eyes out with a fork. Are you kidding me? And my ears. What's TBS exactly? I know what the BS part of it stands for. I'm not sure about the T. Turner's former BS. I mean, Turner sold it a long time ago because he was smart. I'm offended. I don't know why, but I'll think of something. Yeah, that's always why everybody's offended. They have to wait till somebody on Twitter's offended, then they have to be offended. Again, all that shit is all for likes and social media clout. All this, this outrage and being offended by everything. But the news picks up and like, oh my God, the trans community is offended by Dave Chappelle. Something must be done. Yeah, he's going to keep selling out shows. And big fat Bob over there dressing like a woman is just going to keep sitting there being fat and dressed like a woman. I'd kill myself before watching either. Yeah, and I'm afraid Chad, I agree with Mike on that one. I couldn't watch either one of them. Kimmel used to be sort of funny when he was still with Adam Carolla, when he's still Carolla's buddy. When he used to do those roasts on Comedy Central, he was passable. That was when he was still fat. When they're fat, they're still funny. When the network makes them lose weight, they sell their soul. That's when they start. You can tell they sold their soul. They lost all their weight and they lost their soul and they lost their sense of humor. That's what happened to Colbert too. He wasn't fat, but he lost his sense of humor and his soul. And it shows. He got really pale too. Got that Michael Jackson disease, but was already white to begin with. Here's Samantha Bee. Oh, should we watch one of her bits here? Or are we gonna throw up if we see it? Oh, good God. Here's this Barbara Ferrer 40 years ago.
Season of the Emmy-winning late-night series will mark its last at the cable outlet. The final installment aired on June 23rd. A statement from Bee's rep says that she was honored to have hosted.
Oh, we missed the finale, guys. God damn it. That's funny. They're just now reporting on Cats on that. We missed the last show. Oh. By the way, this picture is like at least 15 years old. Yeah, you know the turkey neck is protruding much more than that nowadays. I guess she used to be funny. All those correspondents on the Daily Show. John Oliver does another one, but he's turned into another one of these nutcases. They can't get away. At least Bill Maher is finally starting to say, hey, you know what? Let's get a little too far left. Let's bring it back to the middle, guys. Come on, will you? Took him long enough, but at least somebody on late night TV is getting it. Again, low ratings usually leads to an awakening. Let's see if the others follow suit.
Show. It went on to say, in part, Bee has made television history in the late night space.
She has? She took up a lot of late night space. I don't know if she made history doing it.
Paving the way for female voices in what is traditionally...
Female voices, yes. Yeah, there's not enough female voices on TV anywhere. Like The View or anything on daytime TV, for Christ's sake, or the Lifetime channel. Yeah, there's no female voices anywhere. Oh, shut up with this nonsense.
Been and continues to be a male-dominated landscape.
Doesn't mean it's any good. I mean, like, the males that are on TV now are nothing to write home about, so don't be so down on all of it.
The show's official Twitter account tweeted, after 7 seasons, Full Frontal with Samantha Bee will not be returning to TBS this fall.
If anybody has Twitter, go to that tweet and see if like there's any chicks on there going, no! See if anybody's really even sad about that at all. I don't think so.
So thankful for our loyal audience, our amazing team, and that we got to annoy the right people every week. That
you annoy them by not being funny. There's nothing more annoying than a comedian or a show that's supposed to be funny, being not funny.
There wasn't wrestling or
that's very annoying.
Or baseball or a very special episode of Big Bang.
Jesus Christ, they can't even make the outro funny. There's no wrestling or baseball or the Big Bang, because the Big Bang reruns are on TBS. Get it? I wouldn't watch the Big Bang Theory either, so not all of this just falls flat, as every joke you've ever told.
To our loyal fans, we love you. You're very special.
You're very special, all right.
Go home and go in peace.
Go in peace. Jesus, that's kind of it's kind of gruesome. Go home in peace. Go die, you old fucks.
Full Frontal with Samantha Bee is the latest in a string of cancellations at TBS, TNT, and True TV.
Yeah, because nobody's watching it. And they got taken over by Discovery, which also nobody watches anymore.
Following the merger of Warner Media and Discovery. A network rep said in a statement.
That's why CNN is getting rid of people, too. They're not getting rid of them fast enough, though.
Meant in part, we are proud to have been the home to Full Frontal with Samantha Bee and...
Wank, 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 wank. Again, this is TV horseshit suit talk here.
Thanks, Sam, and the rest of the Emmy-nominated...
Thanks, Sam, for being so unfunny for so long.
...team for their groundbreaking...
Maybe that's record-breaking. Maybe she's been unfunny for so many consecutive years. Maybe there is an award for that. Unless Chelsea Handler already got it.
For more on this story, go to THR.com.
Boy, are those fucking airbrushed to death or what? Well, I know I'm sad. I'm gonna cry myself to sleep tonight, knowing that knowing that fucking the Samantha Bee show has been canceled. Oh. Well, I'm so sad I can't even do the show anymore. I'm just gonna have to wrap it up. I so love Samantha Bee. I'm gonna have nightmares now. I'm gonna have. God damn it, you misogynist! You would not tune in and watch a woman being on late night television. How dare you? How dare you? You fucking men! It's all your fault. How dare you? I'm ashamed to be a man right now. You misogynists have ruined society. Ugh. Said nobody ever. All right. It has been fun. What a load of fuck. Holy shit. These people are just nutcases, and we will just sit here and continue to laugh at them. Thank you, everybody, for joining me. I got to get the fuck out of here, all right? Hang in there. Well, we'll get through this together. Yes, we'll get through this, Samantha Bee, and the monkeyfuck virus, and we'll hold each other hands and sing Kumbaya, and it'll all be better. Or we'll just drink ourselves stupid. Let's do that instead, all right? I'm out of here. Thank you very much. Make sure to like, share, subscribe. Come on, guys. Subscribe, for God's sake. It won't kill you. It'll do me some good. It won't kill you at all. Hit that notification bell. I've got more gaming videos on the way. And so does Polska Bob, by the way. I want to see what he's up to. All right? Let's keep this train going, this crazy train. Let's run it off the rails before the high-speed rail opens in California, sometimes in the year 2152. Okay? In the meantime, be safe out there. Tell these people to shut the fuck up. And I'll see you later. All right? Peace. I'm out.